Hey everyone, welcome to our first Imagine That Friday. Every Friday we're going to do something centered around the Imagine, and I'm going to post Mr. Linky, I believe it is, so that you guys can link your videos or your projects, because I would love to see what you guys are creating. It's so awesome to look at all the other talented people out there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work on a Valentine's Day project. So with your Imagine, we're on our first screen. Let me grab the stylus. I've actually used, let me show you. I bought another package of the Gypsy stylus because the gray one seems so flimsy. So I went ahead and bought these, and it works perfect. It fits and everything. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want to have two hearts. We're going to make a shadow box. Put some glitter in there. A shaker box, shadow box, whatever you want to call it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, it's on the main, when you have no cartridges in on either side. They're like stock photos or stock images, I guess you could say. We're going to go over to the heart. Oh, we want both hearts. Get them both on here. Okay, so this one we're going to select the heart. Okay, and at this point you can either click edit or add. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to edit it. I'm going to add it, but I want to edit it, and I want to make sure my size, I'm going to go with 3.5 for my size of this heart. So that's okay, and I'm not going to choose to color it. I want to put in some paper of my choice that is both, well, there are two different papers. One is a cardstock and one is a printed. So we just want it clear like that. We just want it to cut it. So we're going to apply that. That's wonderful. We're happy with that. And then the second image we're going to select is this heart right here. And again, you can just hit add, or you can hit up here. And generally what's going to happen is if you just click add, it's going to remember the size that you had before. So if you had it, depends on your project. You may have a huge one, you may have a little one. It's always good to check before you go to the mat. But the mat will tell you either way. It's going to show you how big it is. Okay, so this one right here, this one, I'm going to want it to be 4 inches. Because this is a shadow. It's a heart shadow, basically, is what I'm using it for. It's scalloped. So I want that for 4 inches. So I had to change that. And I want this clear. This one I'm going to be using the cardstock on, so it's a solid color. So we want that. So we're going to hit apply. And now we're all set. We have our two shapes, and we're going to click next to go to our Gypsy screen. It'll show us the mat. Now, if you're satisfied with what you've chosen, your sizes, it looks good, it looks right, you're all set. Go ahead and click next to cut it out. I've already cut them out to save us a little time today, so let's get started on that portion of the project. Okay, and welcome back to the second part of our project. Now, this is what we had cut out. This is cut out in the Stampin' Up! Pretty Pink, okay, and this was the one we cut at 4 inches. Scallop. This one is die cuts with a view. Unfortunately, it's no longer out. It was a spring stack from like 2 or 3 years ago. This one was cut to 3.5 inches. Now, I've also gone ahead and chosen my background paper and another piece of paper. So the cardstock, the green cardstock here, this unfortunately is retired. It's Green Galore by Stampin' Up! Their textured cardstock. And this section right here is also no longer available. It's in the spring stack that this other one was from. Both together. I apologize. I really do try not to choose papers that are retired. I try to choose stuff that you can still get, because it's hard when you fall in love with it and you can't get it. So anyways, so let's get this part down, and then we're going to get on to making our shaker box. Now, I've never made one, so you guys, you're my first attempt making a shaker box. So I think it's going to be a fun experience, to say the least. For those of you that have your ATGs, I saw a contest online. There's a lady I really enjoy watching her videos. Her name is Arlene, and hers is My Butterfly Kisses 12. And she does some fabulous stuff. Lots of stuff with like Tim Holtz and art journaling. And I'm really not into the art journaling, but she just has super ideas, and it's pretty cool. So check her out. And I'm not sure if the contest is still going on. I think it is. It's on YouTube. That's her YouTube name, is My Butterfly Kisses 12. So if you look there, she's having a contest. And it seems like a good like little prize thing she's doing. The best prize of all is she will be donating, because as you know, the ATG, a portion of when you purchased it went to the Susan G. Komen Fund for cancer. And she will be donating $25 in your name or in whoever's name you want to Susan G. Komen. So that's the best prize of all. Okay, so what we're going to do, we've got this down. We're doing good. Alright, so we can put this to the side now. Now what we're going to do is we need to get the small portion here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, this is a Stampin' Up! Heart Punch. It is still available. And the nice thing about this, I always hold them upside down so I can see where I'm punching. The nice thing about this is there, if you can see it, there's the little notch, and I can line it up, and even inside the notch goes down, so I can line up my heart to know, as long as my heart's lined up down here, which it is, okay, and then I just line up in here, kind of a weird way, but I did it once today and it came out really, really good. So hopefully on screen it will come out as good as it did off screen. And it did. It came out just exactly as what I wanted. Okay, and then this too you could recycle and do something else with it. Or we may even put this underneath and have the glitter go through. So now what I need to do, this is the glitter. Let me show you the glitter we're going to use. This is the glitter we're going to use. I don't know if it's still available. I got it on clearance at AC Moore. So I don't know if they were just making room, because I did get a lot of new product when I had bought this right after that. So I don't know if they're just making room or if it's no longer available. If it's no longer available, again, I am so sorry. I really try, like I said, not to do that. It's the light pink scrapbook shimmer glitter. Okay, so let me get our piece of acetate that we need to put on the heart, and we'll keep going on with this project. Okay, so I have gotten the acetate that we're going to put in the, basically is going to be the window of our heart. Just so you know, I don't purchase acetate. I get it off my Cricut boxes. When I get the cartridges, I just save them. Now, I don't save all of them. Some of them are really, really, really scratched up. If you get the new ones right off, those seem to be not scratched. So these are really nice and clear. So check them before you save them. You don't want to get one with a bunch of scratches on it. The other thing we're using is the Scotch foam mounting tape to make the surrounding area, so we have where the glitter can shake in our shaker box. Okay. So what we're going to do is just apply some adhesive to our sides here, and I think I'm going to use try my tape runner. Let's see. You can always try zip dry, would probably be fantastic for this. Maybe a match made in heaven. I didn't grab mine. I had issues with my last one. I'm going to try it again. I keep watching, I love to watch Creative Time for Me with Emma, I think it's Aguilar. She's wonderful, and she uses zip dry all the time, but I guess she's super quick and fast in putting the lid back on, and I guess I'm not as fast as I should be with that, and it gets dried out, and it was basically a nightmare. So I haven't been using it. I've just been using other types of adhesives. Okay. Oh, oops. Wrong pull. And this stuff is super, 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 super sticky. So just, you're going to cut sizes for what you need. Okay. So you just want to cover as much as you can. Like around the object. Of course, my first time doing this, I picked kind of a complicated one. That's me. Always up for a challenge, even when I don't plan on having a challenge. Okay. So, because you don't want to see it through your window. So, maybe a good idea to turn a little bit. I can see it, but I think it's going to take care of it when I put the back on. Back of my heart. The back of my heart. Sounds like a country song. And I'm not going at country music. I love music. I love all music. I don't discriminate against any music. Love music. Okay. So in this instance, what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to be creative in my trimming. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've shown you the process, I'm going to finish this up, all of this, off camera, and I will catch up with you when this is all done and we'll finish putting our project together.